Cuphead. Man, what a game! Taking no inspiration from the 1930 cartoons you see from Pleasure Studios or Walt Disney, with a hint of retro game style of run and gun, boss battles, and bullet hell gameplay. Mean to death of being the 2D of Dark Souls. And yet, everyone loves this game. What started off as a small project by the Mulholland brothers into what I can describe as development issues into a great success. Yeah, development around this game was not really easy. For one, they used hand-drawn animation with digital artwork to fill in the color, which might add, hand-drawn animation takes a lot of time. In fact, it took one of the Mulholland brothers, Jared, 34 hours to 5 days before release. Started working on it at 2010, but was later to be released at 2017 due to working with part-time jobs, which kinda slows down the project a little bit. They were planning to do something small, just a simple boss rush to fight against every single bosses, like a gauntlet of sorts. But it was proven to be quite very, very short. So they decided to take a big, huge gamble and decide to go all in. No, let's not just throw in boss battles. Let's throw everything in. Run and gun stages, like from the Mega Man series. Oh, the bullet hell games, when you're flying the airplanes. And what turns out to be just a small indie project became a big, huge gambling success. And by gambling, I mean they gamble it all. Quitting their jobs and remortgage their houses to make a bigger team. And yet, it somehow worked for them. Not only I was impressed by the 1930 rubber hose cartoons, not only I was impressed by the hand-drawn animation translating into the video game, like as if it is a cartoon. But I was also really impressed as how they managed to beat all the odds, gamble everything, and they somehow managed to get on top. Wow, what a play.
So how great is Cuphead? Well, I'm here to find out. So let's get ready for a swell battle as we begin to play Cuphead. It's jamming. Excuse me. It's jamming. Give me a second.
Waluigi, what are you doing in my house?
Shh! Quiet, or else he...
He? Who's he? Huh?
No, wait! Right. I may have tried to bribe Wario to get into Smash, but he was asking for a certain amount of money. So I decided to find a way to get more money.
Let me guess. You didn't think about opening up a taco stand selling tacos?
No, that's too bad. I decided to gamble. Unfortunately, Luigi's Casino banned me from that place for no apparent reason. But I heard rumors about this new casino outside the Mushroom Kingdom, and
Wait, don't tell me. You actually lost the bet, and now he's trying to claim your soul.
oh no, I did win the bet. They are being salty about it.
Don't kid yourself, you purple elf. You cheated the boss at the craps table with those fake dice of yours.
Did what?
And you know what happens to folks who cheated the big shot? They lose everything, including your souls. Now hand it over.
Look, can't we work something out?
Oh please, what more can you offer? You got nothing to give that he wants from you.
How about... Yep.
I'm sorry, what now?
Ooh, I'm listening.
We'll play one game. Any game you're choosing. If we win, you'll spare my life, and I earn a profit. And if we lose, you can have both of our souls.
2 souls for the price of 1. You got yourself a hot dog deal!
Waluigi, I don't think this is
Relax, Jam. I got this. Alright. So, what game are we playing? Go fish, poker, blackjack?
No. I got some better.
Cuphead. You want us to play Cuphead? Oh, no. You're mistaken. I don't want you to play Cuphead. I want you to beat Cuphead.
Oh, please. We can beat 8 less than 12 hours.
Well then, why don't we raise the stakes? You have till sundown to beat the game, or I will sneeze both of your souls directly to the boss. Deal?
Sundown? I don't know. That doesn't sound like a really good...
Dear.
So what's the story exactly? Is a damn distress type of story? Is the mad scientist trying to take over the world and you're destined to stop them? Or is it prophesied as a big villain that's going to be out and about to just rule the world and the one true hero will stop them all? None of them, because the real story is you're literally trying to save your own neck. The story opens up with Cuphead and Pac-Man, who, despite many of Elder Kelter's warnings, decided to gamble at the Devil's Casino. They were on the winning streak on the craps table, but then the devil shows up. Yeah, that's the Mr. D himself. Decided to make a little bit of a bet. If they manage to win one good roll and win, they will take all the loot from the casino. But if they lose, well, their souls will be taken. Cuphead, who is minded by easy riches, decided to roll the dice despite Mugman trying to plead him to not do it, and it was already too late. They lost the bet, and before the devil decided to take their souls, Cuphead and Mugman pleaded them to give them mercy. So he decided to give them another deal. He gave them a chance to save their own skin by doing one simple task. If they managed to collect all the soul contracts before the sundown the next day, he might spare their own souls. So, without a moment to lose, and with Elder Kettle giving them a special potion to allow them to shoot bullets out of their fingertips, venture throughout the Inkle Owls, collect all the soul contracts from the runaway debtors, and try to save their own skin.
Isn't that familiar, Waluigi?
What?
One thing I got to say, it's a quite unique story compared to others I have heard a million times. Instead of just a damsel in distress or a big doomsday weapon or a battle against good or evil, you're just basically paying your end of the deal. And if you lose, well, like the song says, the devil will take their When Elder Kettle said that they won't give their contracts without a fight, he really meant it. Despite having platforming and having bits of run and gun stages, the real meat of the game is the boss battles. Sometimes with platforming, other times it can be in the air and going through this bullet to hell type of style. Oh boy, I gotta say, it's tough. Pattern recognition and memorization of every attack, having only 3 hits and then bam, you're dead. Even with one slight mishap can lead a domino effect of failures, unless, of course, you manage to pull off with luck or skill, or perhaps both. No worries, there are many ways to make things a little bit easier for you. For one, shots. Yeah, you got the casual pea shooter that you got from Elder Kettle, but you are also able to get other shots by buying them from Porkland. Each shot has their own strengths and weaknesses, like the chaser shot for example. Able to home onto enemies, while at the same time you can be able to work on your platforming, so you don't have to worry about missing a shot. Of course it's the weakest, so it's better if you want to focus more on the platform. Or the spread shot, which allows you to shoot 3 bullets in front of you, but it's better at close range. Or even the charge shot, which, if you hold down the button, you can charge up for a more powerful attack. Or you can buy charms, which helps you in the boss battles as well. Some include the smoke bomb, my personal favorite, able to dash in a puff of smoke and avoid projectiles, or even the auto parry, which allows you to parry off of pink objects without having to do it manually. Or even the heart charms, which grants you more health. Though, on a sidetrack, it also weakens your attack, so there's a give and take in some situations. But you might be asking yourself, Jeremiah, where do we get the golden coins? I'm glad you asked. You can find them in the aisles, or you can go through them in the run and gun stages. We'll talk about those in a little bit. Oh, there's a lot to talk about that. Speaking of parry, that's your secondary defense option too. You see, some of the enemy's attacks will turn pink, and if you parry off of them, not only you defuse their attack, but also build up your power meter. And if you're playing 2 players, you can actually parry off of their ghosts to revive them. You'll be warned, the more times you die, the quicker you go off screen. If you manage to get 1 stack of cards, you're able to use one of the special EX attacks. However, if you get a full stack of 5 cards, you're able to use your super arts. Some includes shooting liquid out of your head, giving you invisibility, or even controlling the spectral version of yourself. And if it doesn't go off screen, you can parry off of them to gain an extra card. Kinda neat if you ask me. However, you can't exactly get them by buying them from Porkrind. No, in order to get them, you have to save Miss Chalice in each of the museums and the 3 owls. You always seem to be captured by these pink ghosts whenever you visit the museums, and you have to save her, though you can't simply shoot them down. No, to save her, you have to parry off of them. When you defeat all the ghosts before they can ever reach to Miss Chalice, She not only gives you a good hard kiss, but also giving you the super arts each of the selected isles. If there's one thing about the game, is that they always give you that tease, the itch to try and try again and rub their smirkers off the faces of the earth, either for the next phase or just because you're so close to beat it. They exactly know how to use that mentality well. Every time you lose, you want to do it again, and when you finally achieve it, you feel alive. However, if you're stubborn like me, it can get very annoying if you were right there and then— oh, come on!
Enjoying yourself, fellas?
You zip your whole mouth, you Weber who's wannabe.
Oh, come on now. You beat the first island. Surely the next one isn't that hard.
Not that hard? Not that hard? If I was playing easy mode throughout this whole entire game, I would beat it no time flat. But no, I have to do it the normal way.
Wait. There was an easy mode?
Oh, there is. But we call it simple. Unfortunate for you, that won't get you nowhere.
Wait, why?
This is fun.
We need to discuss about simple mode. Simple mode is basically used for giving the players an easier time to understand the battle patterns that, or kind of like a skip button if you manage to beat them. I mean, it's fine and all, except here's the thing. I didn't bother using it, as I learned the patterns down by dying over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. I know it sounds like a bad thing, but that's the point of Cuphead, to learn and to adapt, to understand all the patterns down until, well, you win. And look, I don't want to be a downer, but adding this simple mode not only wastes my time, but also divides the bosses in half, meaning you're only getting half of the experience of the boss encounters. And that is fine to me, if they didn't add that must get the contracts by doing it in regular mode.
What? But I thought you liked a challenge.
Why, you son of—
If there's one thing I definitely enjoy with this game, it's definitely the presentation. I mean, look at this. All hand-drawn, 24 frames of animation. All the backgrounds, all ink-painted. The castle, the storybook, it's a part of a stop motion or a background. And the scratches you see in front of you, it's intentional because it's meant to be a 1930s cartoon, and sometimes it makes you feel like you're watching a 1930s cartoon. And to be honest, if you're just watching somebody play, you can easily mistaken it, which is kind of ironic since we actually have a show, the Cuphead show. Oh, and it's a really good show, but Netflix, the next time you try to, I don't know, show one certain episode that ruins the big finale, I'm going to be very upset with you. Anyways, the best thing about this game, it's definitely the music. I mean, the early big band, the jazz, the swing, it's all so good. Sounds so good, feels so good. It's amazing. I mean, I even listen to King Dice's theme song, and I can't help but enjoy listening to the beat of the song itself. And this is all thanks to Kristofer Maddigan. And look, I know that there's gonna be some video game companies out there that would try to achieve like how the Mulholland Brothers did, but I doubt that anybody would achieve how the Mulholland Brothers did with Cuphead. And I doubt that we ever see another one like this.
You might be wondering, hey, what's up with the scoreboard? Well, that, my friend, is where the true challenge begins. After you beat a boss or level, you are ranked on how much you parry, how much supers you used, and the length of time and how much health you got left over. And also the coins for the run the gun stages. The usual. However, like I said before, the coins are used to bind stuff like charms or shots. The scoreboard, on the other hand, is more than just grading yourself, as this is the main focus if you want to complete the game. You see, there are two things to remember: getting S or A ranks on boss or run and gun levels, and doing a pacifist run on every run and gun stages. And what you get from them is none other than filters. Yep, no secret weapons, no secret bosses, filters. I mean, they're fine filters. If you manage to get 17 A ranks and talk to this port guy, you earn a 2-strip filter, while if you do a pacifist run and talk to the turtle, you get a black and white film filter with the sound effect. You know, I was planning just to make my own filters on pit film and call it a day. But I decided to go far and beyond. And was it worth it? Well, maybe for the A rank run and pacifist run. And maybe doing the expert mode, but S rank on the other end, not so much. S rank means you must do everything perfect in expert mode. Carry 3 times, don't get hit, use super 6 times, and finish them under 2 minutes. And thankfully, I didn't decide to do all S run. But pacifist run? Oh boy, I had a lot of rage with them. If you think it's impossible not to die in every boss or run and gun stages, try playing a run and gun stage without firing a single weapon. I mean, it is possible. I was able to get them all. But man, were they tough. I find myself failing so many times, I really blow a fuse. Thankfully, I used the 2 hard charms to ease off the pain, but man, were they tough. There is one thing I do admire, and I wish they implemented more, and that is the secret bosses. Yeah, let's use the root pack as an example. You first spot Sal Splendor, Ollie Bulb, and then finally Chansey. But that's only if you attack Ollie. You see, you can shoot the onion and face the carrot box. Or you let the onion live, and you would be facing the carrot boss with the turnip being the hindrance to the boss itself. There were not a lot of these, and I wish there were more of them. Then again, I might be asking a little bit too much for the artist. Despite the difficulty I have with this game, I can admit I really like this game. Some might say it's Dark Souls difficulty, which I can understand why, but I also disagree. This is more of a Contra or Mega Man type of difficulty. It is tough at first, but if you play your cards correctly, you're able to beat the bosses and the worlds in no time flat. In fact, I would say that out of all the hardest bosses I faced, King Dice by far is the easiest.
Excuse me, if I recall correctly, you made 3 parts of me of beating your Kista.
Well, yeah, but that's mainly because of the mini bosses thrown at me. Once I know what to do with them, beat them one by one, and end up to face you do what exactly? Send cards left and right out of your sleeves? Ooh, scary. You know what? I think yours and the devil's combined are far more easier than Dr. Cal's robot.
Why, you smug little...
Difficulty can vary with different people. Sure, I might say the robot is harder than King Dice, but maybe somebody else might say otherwise. Maybe they think the robot is a lot easier than King Dice himself. Or maybe they might think that the tutorial level is the hardest. Yeah, there's a reviewer that thinks that. I don't know why. But I digress. It just depends on the person. If you're ever planning to play this game, here's my number 1 tip. Just stay calm, learn the patterns down, take your time with it, and when you are able to get the patterns down, then do it. Just do it, man. Just, word-wise, don't try to beat it all in one day. There is no rush, and trust me, there is
nothing to stress over about it. I would definitely recommend for hardcore gamers, casual players, so be in mind of the difficulty and you'll have a fun time. A hard time, but a really fun time.
What the hog? These fellas can't lose.
Yes! In your face! Ah! Ah! Ah!
Hey, nice hit. We beat the game. These are dear.
Hold it right there, you. You might have beaten the game, but you're not done. At least, not yet.
What do you mean we're not done yet? Making Cuphead. That was the deal.
Did you really?
Yes. I mean, what other things do we have to do? No. No. Nothing but that. Not anything but that. No. 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 No.